she has gotten significantly bigger. Stephanie White has confirmed it. Stephanie White has gone out here and confirmed that caitlinClark has been bulking up. Like, that she's bulked up as a player and that she's no longer, like, skinny and weak.
CaitlinClark just sent shockwaves through the WNBA. And it's not just because of her incredible shooting range. She's been putting in serious work at the gym, transforming her body to become stronger, more explosive, and more prepared to dominate than ever before. And guess who's looking a little foolish now? That's right, Geno Auriemma. Remember when he confidently suggested she wouldn't be able to handle the WNBA's physicality? Yeah, about that.
And Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening. And they all jumped over her, but they didn't read the whole thing that she said. But nobody's printing. You know, Diana Taurasi was right. This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie. And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement.
How did this transformation happen? And more importantly, what does it mean for the league? Let's break it all down. How CaitlinClark went from taking cheap shots to becoming an unstoppable force, and why defenders across the WNBA are suddenly very, very nervous.
All right, guys, we're starting a little TikTok weight room vlog. We're going to show you what we do.
Get the butt down.
Okay, speed. Okay, speed.
Wait, just before it.
Oh, she is strong. All right, guys, that's our lift. We are strong. Okay, we're actually strong. What?
Let's rewind to Clark's rookie season. She was phenomenal. No doubt about that. But let's be honest, she took a beating. Defenders saw the new superstar on the block and made it clear they weren't going to let her waltz into the league without a welcome committee. And by that I mean she was shoved, tripped, elbowed and body-checked at every possible opportunity.
I feel like I'm getting hammered.
You saw it. Dejanai Carrington, Kennedy Carter and Angel Reese were out there treating her like a crash test dummy, thinking they could rattle her with relentless physicality.
Clark. I mean, that's clearly a foul, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
Game plan. Make Clark miserable. They figured she was too skinny, too inexperienced, and that the WNBA's physicality would wear her down. For a moment, even some analysts started to question, could she withstand it? Would she end up as just another college star who couldn't make the jump to the pros? Spoiler alert, CaitlinClark isn't built like the rest.
I gotta ask you a basketball question.
Yeah.
I know that you work really hard in the off season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better.
Mm-hmm.
What's the thing that you're working on in this off season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You don't get to spend a lot of time in the weight room, so that's what I've tried to focus on the most here. And then obviously, a lot of things on the court. I'm always wanting to get better, and that's kind of what drives me, and I love it. I love getting to do it, and I feel very fortunate that it's my job.
Just take those hits, she took notes. She saw exactly how defenders were trying to break her, and instead of backing down, she did what all the greats do. She adapted. This off-season, she didn't just train, she went to war in the weight room. The days of her getting bullied? Over. The days of defenders thinking they can throw her off with a cheap shove? Done.
Every time you're seeing CaitlinClark out, it's like, okay, she's not as skinny as she was. And this is someone who, like, that's something that she really needs to, that's something she really needs to do.
To now, she's built like a tank. Her coach, Stephanie White, has already pointed out the transformation. Clark isn't just stronger, she's faster, more durable, and even tougher than before. And let's be real, if she was already dropping 30-point games while getting knocked to the floor, what do you think she's about to do now?
It's like, one, is CaitlinClark stronger, or do you expect her to get stronger? And two, like, what's realistic, like, in terms of from a great first year to now second year in the league where, you know, it's not as new anymore, right? And you sort of know how the league plays, if nothing else.
Yes, she is stronger, first and foremost. And again, she's got a lot of self-awareness. And, she figured that out, right away. Like, I need to get stronger. I can't get knocked around as much.
Her arms look like they could swat defenders away like flies. Her core strength, unshakable. Her ability to absorb contact, completely different. Clark didn't just add muscle, she rebuilt herself into an even scarier version of what she already was. And the WNBA? Oh. They're still not at all ready for this.
Not that she was like too weak to be in the W, but like she was too weak to be like an imposing presence in the W like she was in college, because she could be physically dominated. And then obviously we have seen throughout the offseason, we have seen like some of the transformation.
For months, players tried to make Clark's life miserable. They fouled her, knocked her down, and even had the nerve to trash talk her afterward, like they actually stopped her. She was already lighting them up while taking all that punishment. Now, they have to deal with a stronger, faster, and even more locked in. CaitlinClark.
CaitlinClark just dropped her daily off-season workout, and it's absolute.
This is why the WNBA was in big trouble.
Once questioned whether Clark could handle the WNBA's physicality. Well, Geno, what's your excuse now? Because CaitlinClark just turned into a monster, and the league is about to feel every bit of it.
Geno, baby, if CaitlinClark is on the team, it becomes the right team. Because CaitlinClark is on it. It's like saying Michael Jordan's not on the right team. It's the right team if Michael Jordan is on the roster.
CaitlinClark just flipped the script on the entire WNBA. Last season, defenders thought they could push her around, rough her up, and knock her off her game. But this time, she's the one delivering the contact. She's no longer getting shoved off her spots. She's creating her own space. She's not just a perimeter sniper anymore. She's taking defenders into the paint, bodying them up, and forcing them to respect every inch of the court. And the best part? They have absolutely no answer for it.
I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like there's just so many areas that I want to improve in and to continue to get in the gym and work on that every single day.
Clark was already one of the most dangerous offensive threats in the league, but now she's got a post-up game. Imagine this. CaitlinClark backing down a defender, using her new strength to muscle them under the basket, then either scoring with ease or kicking it out to an open shooter. This isn't just an adjustment. It's a full-blown nightmare mode for every team in the league, because now there is officially no way to stop her.
Somebody said the league is not ready for Caitlin. 3.0 MVP is hers. Yes, go. Fever admin, I love you. Caitlin put some weight on, bro. She definitely got in the weight room. And like, I don't think Caitlin put weight on. I think Caitlin put a lot of muscle on. I think that's what the biggest difference is that we're seeing out of Caitlin. You know, going into this upcoming season, I think Caitlin put a bunch of muscle on, and it shows. It shows within her, you know, her body frame. It shows that her arms is bigger and her thighs is way wider. She definitely put some muscle on.
That's why the entire WNBA is on Wires High Alert. Clark isn't just returning for another season, she's coming back as a completely different beast. And those defenders who thought they had her figured out, yeah, they're about to get humbled. Real quick,
So CaitlinClark in college was not the strongest player in the world. Like, she was somebody that wasn't weak by any means, but we saw when it came to the WNBA that she wasn't able to really assert herself physically.
But this isn't just about dominating next season. It's about solidifying her place as a generational force in the WNBA for years to come. This isn't some minor off-season tune-up. This is the kind of transformation that separates great players from legends. And let's be real, CaitlinClark is playing the long game now. The real question: can she put all that newfound strength to use in a game setting? The answer: absolutely.
A great job of getting in the weight room and really focusing on her areas that she needs to focus on in terms of strength, in terms of low center of gravity, time under tension, like all of those things. I think the next step is efficiency, right? Like, not so many turnovers.
Hasn't just bulked up. She's evolved her entire game. The CaitlinClark that defenders faced last season, she's gone. In her place is a player who's added an entirely new layer to her offensive arsenal, one that's going to make WNBA defenders rethink in everything. They thought they knew about guarding her. Think about her game last year. Say speed, elite shooting and jaw-dropping passing defined her playstyle. That it hasn't changed. But now she's added power moves that will make her completely unguardable, those smaller defenders who used to try and body her up. Yeah, they're about to learn the hard way. She's not the same player anymore.
I genuinely think that CaitlinClark had quite a lot of flaws, but so is still, even with flaws, she was that good that if she can figure out those flaws, she's going to be the best player ever. That's the reality of the situation. And one of them was that she was very skinny.
Relentlessly working on her post-up game, and it's already paying off. She's backing defenders down with ease, holding. Her ground against contact and turning for effortless finishes. Picture this. Clark posting up, absorbing a bump, and draining fadeaways like a seasoned all-star. That's a whole new threat added to her game, and defenders have no idea how to handle it.
Stephanie White knows what she's talking about, and confirming CaitlinClark is stronger is going to help a lot, because we saw after Olympic break when CaitlinClark got stronger that she was posting up guards. Like, she doesn't have very many post moves, but that bang, double bang with her left shoulder into the turnaround layup floater thingies off the backboard, it worked really well. And like, we saw her taking some bigger guards in the post.
And it doesn't stop there. Clark's driving ability has taken a massive leap too. Last season, defenders could bump her off balance on the way to the rim. Now, she's the one initiating the contact, absorbing the hit, and finishing strong at the basket. Those tough layups that used to rim out, they're dropping now.
She's able to play a little bit in the post and able to shoot over people that it becomes really difficult to put, for example, to put somebody like a Jordan Canada on her.
This isn't just a player getting stronger. This is a player rewriting the way she plays, making sure no defender in the league can exploit a weakness. The league thought they could wear her down last year. They thought physicality was the answer. But now, Clark is built for the battle and the WNBA. They have no idea what's coming. CaitlinClark's evolution isn't just about scoring. Her newfound strength is unlocking a whole new level of playmaking. She's holding off defenders longer, keeping her dribble tight under pressure, and carving out passing lanes that didn't exist before. Imagine this. Clark gets trapped by two defenders, but instead of getting flustered or stripped, she muscles through the pressure and fires a perfect dime to a wide-open teammate. She was already a NOS elite passer, but this added physicality? It's making her vision even deadlier.
So, she's going to have that in her arsenal, and it's going to make her harder to defend. It's going to make her way, way harder to defend because, if you can't bully her, it means that the Dejanay hand check through three-quarter court isn't going to be allowed.